Welcome to Puro Pinche Sports. I'm your host, Jose Garza, and tonight I'm joined by my co-host, who's oh my god, he's destroying the world. The Professor Alex De Cruz, bro. What's up? Are you okay? Are you upset about Notre Dame and Texas not making the playoffs like the rest of the world is right now? Or are you
I-
good? Are you
yeah,
good?
I think everybody is upset. It was a
Oh,
terrible playoff bracket.
oh, you're not a fan of Tulane? You want to see James
No,
Madison?
no.
Oh. Sorry to hear that. Oh, good. Oh well, sticks for you, not me. Yeah. But anyways, guys, welcome. Hoping to have a good episode tonight. We're gonna have 14 week 14 NFL reactions. We'll try to dive into some of that college football talk in a bit as well. But Alex, overall, how was your sports weekend this past weekend, brother?
We lost to the fucking Packers, so it was terrible. Yeah,
Well, I mean, I guess I'll take a loss. Technically, the Bengals should have beaten the Buffalo Bills, and they didn't. So now the Bills stay 2 games behind New England. Would have liked that 2.5 or 3 game cushion, but whatever. It is what it is. But we get Buffalo at New England this weekend, brother. Should be a fun matchup. Let's talk about that just a little bit before we get into Week 14 reactions, because I know you're in the camp that believes Buffalo should have won the Week 5 matchup the first time around in Buffalo. Obviously, 3 picks or 3 turnovers. I mean, by Buffalo ended up really costing them the game, and it was a game-winning field goal that pretty much sealed the deal. How are you looking forward to this matchup? 9-4 Bills, the reigning five-time AFC East champions, against this hot young 11-2 team right now with a second-year quarterback and a new head coach, or I guess new to New England head coach. So, how are you feeling about this weekend's matchup, Laura?
man, it's the one thing that I'm gonna be dialing to watch is be the running game versus the Patriots. I don't think the Patriots has allowed anybody over I think 80 yards or a rusher over 80 something yards. Um, in just seeing how the Patriots actually play against a team that runs a super heavy, um, like 13 to 12 personnel. Um, that should be interesting. I'm not really concerned about the Patriots moving the ball against the Bills because the Patriots do move the ball really well. There's just some games. The game that really sticks out where they move the ball really well was just the turnovers was against the Steelers. But other than that, I mean they move the ball pretty well. Um, just like I said, I was going to say Mac Jones, but
Well,
Drake
flashbacks.
May, yeah, Drake May actually has been balling out. He's been playing pretty well, uh, and the whole Mike Vrabel bringing over his whole system from Tennessee has been game changer for him. A lot of more under center, a lot more getting his guys right open and making it a lot easier for him to dissect the defense.
No, yeah, I understand that, bro. Look, overall, I'm looking forward to this matchup. Um, does it solidify if we win that we're a top team? I don't know, because everyone's gonna always nitpick about how easy the schedule is, and I understand that. I get it, right? Like, look at the opponents we've had, look at their current records and stuff like that. It is what it is. I can't. We're not gonna change people's minds for anyone who doubts it. Doubts the Patriots still, but I will say though. Um, that this is a good test because we are getting closer to January. We are getting closer to the playoffs. This is basically a preview of what the second round could be, Alex. Uh, whether the Patriots or the Bills win the division, I do see the other team winning the divisional round. I mean the wild card round and go into the divisional round. There's a good chance we can see a third matchup in January, and
Yeah,
this here there's no shit of I wouldn't want to see a team the third time around. I feel it's kind of foolish. The record uh is actually on the upside for the teams that go 2-0. Patriots Bills uh both have a good shot at winning this weekend. It's gonna be tough. It's not gonna be easy. The last matchup was tough. It was stressful. But I think I'm less stressed about this matchup now because we have already beaten them once, and it just shows that we can beat them. Buffalo, who needs Josh Allen to go superhero mode to win some of these matchups, Alex, probably needs to go superhero mode for the rest of the year, including the playoffs. I think it's the only way the Buffalo Bills can have an argument about possibly winning the Super Bowl. What do you say to that?
Yeah, you look at that Bills offense, and when they come out on the field, you ask yourself who's going to be the guy outside of Josh Allen to make plays for them, and you really can't really count on anybody. Uh, probably probably Cook is probably the only one, but even if that, um, you're not you're not really sold on it yet of him being the bell cow of the team and carrying the team. Josh Allen has to break out of sacks, uh, make plays out of nothing, and the one thing that the Patriots love to do is pressure the quarterback. So um, for them, I really feel like the Patriots are gonna make a statement with this game, and um, I think it just does. I think what people are going to finally see is that I don't. The Bills are not going to be contenders this year with the team they have.
Yeah. And it's crazy because we've always had this pedestal for the AFC side the last couple of years that Josh Allen, Joe Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Patrick Mahomes led teams that as far they'll go as far as their quarterbacks, and you're seeing it right now. They are very limited. Joe Burrow gets hurt for most of the year. They basically lost him for what he only played 4 games. Lamar Jackson missed a month, and then he hasn't looked the same as coming back. Patrick Mahomes can't find a teammate to catch a damn ball. Josh Allen has to make everything himself. So it is going to be a very interesting postseason, man. I am looking forward to this weekend's matchup. Hey, we win the AFC East if we win this matchup this weekend. It's already like the hats are out, the shirts are out. It'll be automatic because we'll be 4-0, and there's no way anyone else can win the division otherwise. So it will be a big night for the Patriots if they can win out. Um, Sunday's gonna be fun. I'm actually surprised it wasn't flexed to Sunday Night Football, but I know the Week 16 matchup between the Ravens and the Patriots has been, so that should be fun. I'm sorry, I'm tired. Just got home from work about 30 minutes ago. Our bro Joe, the sports mailman, is asking us: Is Indy cursed? First, Caitlin Clark, then Tyrese Halliburton, and now Daniel Jones all go down with leg injuries for the year for their respective teams. Uh, yeah, I guess there are cursed. Alex, there's nothing else we could say. They're having the Stranger Things curse right now. They don't have any legs. They're upside down. They're on the ground. It is what it is. It's sad to see, right? Because a lot of these teams rely. I mean, you saw the Fever made it to the semifinals in the NBA playoffs, the WNBA playoffs. The Pacers made it all the way to the NBA Finals, Game 7, and then Daniel Jones and the Colts started 8-2, and now they're on their way out of the playoffs or even entering the playoffs. So what do you think, bro? Like, is Indy cursed? Are they cooked?
I mean, I that whole city is just been having struggling this uh 6 months now. I think.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah, I mean the Colts look really good. Then I know a lot of it has to be with JT, but you also need a reliable quarterback, and I think Jones has been that. And just to see him go down, man, it sucked. And you love quarterbacks that put it out on the line for the win. He understood what was in stake of him getting hurt, uh, at stake of him getting hurt for a win. But like sometimes you just have to know when to fold.
Hey,
Uh,
he had already like they
yeah,
said that he broke his fibula in that Chiefs matchup after the bye. And I mean, I get it, bro. Like you sometimes like you see with like Hallie and Clark, they were hurt beforehand too. And at least for Hallie's case, he was hurt already, and he tried to push through. He put up like quick minutes or quick points in the game 7. Looked like he was going to go off, and then just bam, gone. And it is what it is, man. I mean, it sucks for them because I mean it sucks for them because they traded for Sauce Gardner. They gave up 2 first round picks because they said fuck the picks. Now you really need the picks because you don't have a quarterback of the future. Anthony Richardson fucking broke his orbital with the freaking resistance band during a few weeks ago, and freaking Riley Leonard got hurt during the game this past weekend. So now they've had to rely on signing 44-year-olds, was potentially on the Hall of Fame ballot, Philip Rivers, uh, to the practice squad. I don't know what he's gonna do. They said his arm looks good still, and I'm like, okay. What about his
the
durability? What about everything
the
else?
the one thing I do like about that signing is that you have a good line, you have a good running game. Um, I think I think Philip Rivers is probably like the best candidate you could put back there because he is a smart quarterback. Um, he knows where his hot reads are versus blitzes versus zones and uh and you don't really don't have to go out there and have him throw 40 35 times a game. Um,
He's
you
gonna be
he,
serviceable.
he he's definitely serviceable even at the age he is. Um, I'm just gonna be really interesting when you already know JT already gets a loaded box, but now you're gonna try to force the coach to have Philip Rivers throw the ball more, see what he has. But I
Yeah.
think it's a pretty good signing for what for what it is right now. They understand like we need to do something.
No, I get that completely. And Joe's got stuff he wants to say right now. Crazy that the AFC South might get not one but two teams in the playoffs. Shoot, if the Colts were succeeding, they could have gone three. Really, realistically, um, went from first to out of the playoffs for the Colts is wild. Yep, should have begged Luck to try to come out of retirement. Have you seen Luck? He do not look like he wants to play football. That man's lost all that muscle weight he had before. He is skin and bones at this point in his career, in his life. I mean, not his career. His career's over. That's he called it. What should they do, Alex, with Daniel Jones now? He is a free agent after this year. They signed him for 1 year, $14 million. Um, realistically, I'm not signing him because what's he gonna be after his Achilles? I don't know. I don't. People didn't sign Asante Samuel Jr. after his neck problems after last year. And then just recently, it took all the way until like what 3 weeks ago, the Steelers signed him. So I don't think anyone should sign Daniel Jones. I mean, if someone's willing to give him the money, it's not going to be a lot of money. And I guess if I'm Daniel Jones, I also want to see when I'm on high demand. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm not going to be playing 2026, right? I mean, Daniel Jones
No,
can't
yeah,
play next year, so.
yeah.
So what would you say? If you're the Colts, would you sign him or would you let him walk and then see what's
No,
up?
I don't even think Daniel Jones would even try to, because he understands, right? He's smart enough to know they're not gonna want to sign me back, uh, and then me just sit the bench. You know, what have I really bought for the franchise is just a couple wins. You would probably see that more if he was like a beloved Colt that was there for a while.
Yeah.
That would probably bring him back. But if I'm the Colts, you don't have a draft pick, and if they do end up missing the playoffs, I think they sign a free agent somewhere else, and
Slim Pickens on free agency, man.
yeah, that's
It's gonna
what I
be
mean. Like,
bad.
it's be tough.
Let me ask you this. You tell me. I've already talked about it with the guys before about trading for a quarterback for Minnesota, right? It was Cody and Milton when they were hopped on when did the dual thing. Does Mac Jones fit that system with the Colts?
Yeah, I was about. That's weird because that's exactly who I said that
Because
would be
he's
gonna
going to
be
be
there.
high commodity. He's going to be
Yeah,
high commodity this offseason. Okay. What about Kyler Murray? Does he
Kyler
even fit?
Murray. Uh, I've
Him and
never
Ken
really,
Steichen.
I never really seen him under center as much, like at all. Actually, he's always under shotgun. He's always on shotgun. So I would be kind of weird. I would probably I would probably go Mac Jones a little bit more just because he would fit that system more. But Kyler Murray is more of an athlete. I think the Colts already tried to do that with Richardson, and look how that planned out.
And I want to make it clear, guys, who everyone's watching live or on demand, it has to be a trade at this point with those guys. They're not free agents after this year. You'd have to trade for them. Also, don't forget, guys, uh, putting this out there, hopefully it pops up in a little bit. Like, share, subscribe when you get the chance. We do appreciate it when y'all do that. Would like to see some likes and share, spread the word. We are here Tuesday nights, late nights. Apparently, that's gonna be our new thing right now, Alex, because work is peak level right now. But
Yeah,
anyways, yeah, man, those are some names out there. Obviously, you could also trade for Spencer Rattler because his name will be up in trade options. It's not the sexiest name, but it's a name. Kirk Cousins will be out there as a name as well. Um, but honestly, you probably want to go younger is better because the Colts, for the longest time since Andrew Luck retired, is that every year it's a
yeah.
new quarterback every year. They've had Philip Rivers, so it'll be a second stunt with them if he gets called up to the main roster, which he will. Matt Ryan, Anthony Richardson, Daniel Jones, Joe Flacco. They're never consistency, and honestly, at this point, younger is better. Mac Jones, I think, will be what 27, 28 next year, something about that. So he probably fits the mold a lot better. Kyler's still also relatively young too, so that'll be interesting to see. Um, our boy Milton's in the chat. He says, "I think he'll resign with the team with a team friendly deal." Talking about Daniel Jones. If it's like 2 years, 30 million, next year we
But
sit him completely, and then something like that, maybe. But it have to be super friendly, I would assume.
yeah, but why would you spend money when you're gonna have that guy sitting on the bench when you could sign like another like a DB, a special teams guy that's actually gonna make an impact on year one. It's kind of hard, man. It's really hard to. I mean, that's just the name of the business. They get like you're not you're not gonna get signed after getting injured like that.
It's tough. It's I know it's a family
Who's
business, right? Jim
yeah.
Irsay's daughter is the owner now. Um, so we'll see if maybe that's the route they go. But you're right. I'm with you. I wouldn't sign Daniel Jones because I don't know what he's going to be after the Achilles too. And Achilles takes a long time. And respectfully, Daniel Jones is not the most athletic guy out there. So I don't know how he'll be in 2027 when he does come back. And that's the thing. We'd have to wait till 2027. Fuck. I don't know, man. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. Joe says if the Cards pay down some of the contract, maybe K1, um, possibly. He says, I'm finally back to work on Thursday. You've been off, you're on vacation, and you don't call and write and say, let's get on the pod? Come on, bro. The Colts are almost the new Browns with all the quarterbacks. Sadly, right? They'll be drafting another Sanders and another Johnny Manziel and all this shit. Maybe they'll trade for Deshaun Watson. Who knows, right? Quién sabe. Um, I know, right? All right, let me ask you this, brother. We're gonna go through some games, some quick questions. I want to get some quick questions before we go dive into some games. So Sunday we saw Browns Titans epic matchup between the two guys that were suspected to be the first two quarterbacks off the board in the draft between Cam Ward and Shador Sanders. Titans take a big lead early on or for most of the game. Shador and the Browns have to make a comeback. Shador plays a hell of a game, about 350 yards, 4 touchdowns, all this stuff. End of the game, Kevin Stefanski pulls Shador Sanders in the 2-point conversion. Um, Everyone's mad about it. They go Wildcat. They try to go with this double pitch play. Doesn't go well because Judkins forgot to pitch it. Um, did Kevin Stefanski cost the Browns the game with the two-point conversions on Sunday?
Yeah, but I'm not mad at it if I'm the GM.
Mm.
Here's why: because
At the GM
one,
or the coach? I'm talking about the coach.
well, both. Well, I was sure that because if you're I'm hearing all this stuff that he should be fired,
Okay.
right? But if I'm the GM, I like what I see because one, you're seeing that Sanders can play, and he's making a big jump, and it's not costing you uh draft cap. It's not making you fall in the draft.
Yeah,
So and that's the biggest win you could do when your team is trash. Your your rookie QB looking really really good, and you're still losing. Like that's a win-win. I know it sounds weird, but that's a win-win scenario for everybody in that organization. Because at least hey, this kid can play with this bad of a roster and this bad of a team. Like he could still freaking ball. Um, and he sabotaged that win because he understood. He understood. It's not like Lovey Smith a couple years ago uh, where he basically gave Chicago the number one pick and they go for Caleb Williams. And he gets fired the next day, I think, for that.
yeah. And you could argue the same thing with Gerard Mayo with the Patriots. Puts Joe Milton out there,
Yeah,
beats the Bills, and puts us from the number one picked all the way down to three. Which I mean, still worked out for us. So he got fired literally like 2 hours later. He didn't get fired the next day. He got fired 2 hours later. But no. So I, here's the thing. I understand the notion that everyone like because I'm there. I do think part of Stefanski is like fucking with Shador a little bit because me and you agree Shador was the better QB option between him and Gabriel, right? Like there's not a world we saw Dalen Gabriel being the better quarterback, right? I don't believe. So the reason I don't think he tried to sabotage Shador in that play, right, the last play of the game, that 2 point conversion, was because they've run Wildcat before with Quinshot Judkins. If you remember the first game Shador started, it was Judkins back to back Wildcats at the end zone. But the problem was those were like draws or misdirection. They went straight through the line. He didn't freaking try to go to the side, pitch it, forgot to pitch it, and shit like that. So I don't mind the strategy. I just think it could have been better. And plus, here's the thing too: you didn't have to go for 2 2 point conversions. You were down 14 points. So when you score a touchdown, kick the PAT. Then when you score another touchdown, because Shador has been balling all night, all day, I mean, and gets you down the field, then maybe go for the 2 point conversion for the win. And if you don't get it, then you don't get it, right? Because you're already a 3-9 team at that point. Like what does it matter if you don't tie and go overtime? Just go for the win or take the L. That's a better strategy and it's a better look in my eyes than going for a 2 point conversion twice unnecessarily. What do
yeah,
you think?
yeah. I mean, I do remember them go having that wildcat formation before.
And it
It
worked. They
just
got two
looks
Quishon Judkins
yeah.
touchdowns on those. Yeah,
It just looks bad because Junkins
forgot to pitch it.
forgets to hand it off. It looks really bad.
So, but that's more of a rookie mistake, like by him. And
Mhm.
I get it if you're like, well, we pulled him from the second one because Sador fumbled at the snap. I'm like, yeah, but you shouldn't even have gone for the 2 point conversion at that point either. So, I mean, that's my take on it. I don't. You can't also fire Stefanski. I think he's a really good coach. He's a 2 time coach of the year, which is crazy. He has more than Andy Reid. I mean, really, if you didn't know. But uh, I'm glad that he did come out the next day and say Shador Sanders will be our starter for the rest of the year. Gives them perfect time to look at Shador the rest of the way. And then, do you think he's good enough for them to skip drafting a quarterback next year, next draft?
Yeah, because I don't think there's a great QB to go high next year, and I honestly think that you could add a lot of weapons in this draft class to go with Sanders and see what else he got. Uh,
Plus, you got the
if they go
Jaguars'
for
first
another,
round pick.
yeah, and that's what I mean. Like just pile on into the offense. Your defense is pretty much set. I mean, the defense is really good. I
Yeah.
think I think you just add another like a receiver. and you need line for sure
Yeah.
there. Or you could you could try to hit up the free agency and build your line like that.
What a way to sadly waste one of Miles Garrett's great years, right?
He's
What's he
gonna
at right
break
now,
the record
sacks?
this week.
Yeah, he's at
I think he
21
might break
already.
the record. Yeah, I think so.
God,
Yeah,
Miles
he's gonna
Garrett.
get a sack.
I thought he was gonna get more sacks this game against the dang Titans. So honestly, I'm surprised he only got one. He's at okay. He's at 20 right now, so he needs three to break it.
Needs two,
No, three. It's
three,
22 and a
two and a
half.
half, or
22 and a half is the record.
22 and a half.
Yeah, so he needs three. Either way, in the next four games, he's gonna get more than three for sure. I assume. I know he wants 25. Like he's going at a
That's
crazy pace. 20 and 4 in 13 games is nuts.
yeah, that'll be the most. I think because I think who broke it? TJ broke it in like 18 weeks or 18 games
Yeah, it took him week
with more
17
games.
or week 17 or week 18 to break it. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it took him a little bit longer. I know Strahan had it, but Strahan did it in 17 games.
yeah, and it took them the final game of the year too. That's when Brett took the
Hmm.
dive. And the
Yeah.
previous record holder is pissed at Brett for that one. He went to fight him. And breaking it fast is wild. Milton, our boy says, imagine Miles on top scoring offense. Sacks would even be even more insane. Yeah. Let's see. Cleveland will have an easy schedule next year, so maybe things will turn around. I know some people thought they could make the conference championships not this year, last year. So we'll see how it goes. But all right, man. Let me ask you something else. All right. Right now, after week 14, everyone's done with their buys. We're finally got everyone got 14 or 13 game records. Who is the most dangerous team in the AFC right now? Go like heading towards the playoffs.
I think the more well-rounded team will be the Patriots.
But
But
I
I think
want
the hottest
dangerous. Like who's the one you
dangerous
don't want to see? Who you do not want to see in the
this
postseason right now?
I think it's easy is going to be the Houston Texans.
No.
Houston Texans are the one thing though is that they cannot fucking score. It just depends, man. I really like Houston and I really like the Broncos as far as them being hot. Those are the teams that you don't want to play in the playoffs. But as far as being well rounded, I think the Patriots are the more well rounded team in the AFC. But you
How
talking about hot, like I think the Broncos and the Texans
if we're going
really
hot,
hot.
I'm just saying just the Texans alone on a 5 game win streak after starting 3-5. The defense is shutting everyone down. Doesn't matter if you're Patrick Mahomes. Doesn't matter if you're Daniel Jones. Doesn't matter if you're Josh Allen. They are shutting everyone down right now. They're making everyone look bad. The defense, at least. You're right. The offense is questionable. That's going to be their weakest point going into the postseason. You saw that once Chris Jones started being Chris Jones again, that defense got to CJ Stroud as much as they wanted. And it was bad decision making by Andy Reid and stuff like that that allowed the Texans to get more points on the board. But yeah, man, I don't know. Like right now, Texans, they can win the division. Even if they don't, it's not a team you're really like looking forward to seeing in the first round. Um,
I
they are,
I, I I think if you take Houston to go to Denver to Houston to go to New England, it favors New England and it favors the Broncos a little bit better than playing outdoors in the fucking freezing cold.
yeah,
So I like that better because one thing Houston doesn't have a great running game. Great like no matter
God,
how
that's
cold it
so
is,
unfortunate too. That's so unfortunate.
yeah,
With
you'll be able to win games if you had a great running game.
if Joe
And
Mixon was playing this
your
year for
def
them,
yeah, it'd be crazy. But their defense. The thing is that it does slow your pass rush a little bit when it is cold and slippery. So it's weird. If Houston can win the division, then that would be definitely the scariest place to play at in Houston
And
indoors.
they have such an easy schedule coming up the rest of the way.
Mm.
If I'm not mistaken, I think they can go 4-0, which will give them a 9-game win streak going into the playoffs. So they got the Cardinals this weekend, easy. They got the Raiders after that, easy. The Chargers, the Chargers are gritty, so I still give it like 80-20 Texans, but if there's an upset alert, that could be it. And then the Colts. And the Colts, I'm not trusting a 44-year-old quarterback. I'm sorry, I'm not. So they can finish 3-1 or go 4-0 the rest of the way, and that's gonna be nuts. I'm really it's crazy because when they started 3-5, nobody would have expected them to win the division. And of course, like we already talked about with the Colts and stuff,
I,
like
I don't. I don't think Houston. I don't think Houston. This is another game because even that Chargers game, you see
the Chargers shouldn't have
what
won on Monday. Let's
what
be honest.
yeah, you see what Philly did to Herbert. Now you just imagine what
Oh,
that
amplify that.
defensive line is going to do to that offensive line.
Oh, turn
Yeah,
it up to 10. He
it's
got him. Oh man.
yeah,
He won't be able to run away
yeah.
from
I
Laura Rutledge from post game interviews no more.
don't no, yeah, I saw
So,
that.
all right. Our boy Cody, who is a Texans advocate, he says if the Houston Texans did it to Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes, that defense will smash against Drake May and Bo Nix. That's what I trust the most. Hey, defense wins championships, man. If this is a time right now to do it, it'd be right now. Their O line is like the biggest weakness for me right now. Plus, like you said, the run game. Nick Chubb, I think, just got hurt this past weekend, so I don't even know how he's gonna look forward the rest of the way. So, but yeah, Texans probably the most dangerous team as far as maybe who you don't want to see right now in the postseason. Let's see. All right, man. Let's get into this before we get into some of the games stuff. Alex, we have a 6-7 problem. And I don't mean no stupid ass fucking, you know, up and down arms, whatever the fuck the joke is. The Baltimore Ravens, the Kansas City Chiefs are both 6-7. They got two top three quarterbacks for the consensus wise, stuff like that. Are the Ravens and the Chiefs gonna miss the playoffs this year, Alex?
Yeah, it looks like it. It really does. I don't think the Ravens are going to win the division. Pittsburgh has been real up and down, but I think they're starting to find their groove. Lamar looks like like a totally different player these past couple of weeks, and I know he's hurt. Um, and the Chiefs, man, dude, they suck. They like that is a terrible football team for real. Like I don't think I don't I don't think I would ever say that with like Patrick Mahomes. I don't think I would thought that I would ever say that with Patrick Mahomes as a quarterback, but that team is terrible. They really are. Like I don't think you could even justify like, oh well, dude, that team is bad.
Yeah.
It really is. And it sucks because it all goes back to like we're talking about Houston not having a running game. Kansas City don't have a running game either. And it limits you really like to nothing pretty much. The only thing with Houston has a great defense, and uh, the Kansas City Chiefs don't have a good defense. I
No.
know they have a lot of names. I know they have their coordinator and they dial up schemes, but dude, like they don't have their guys can't get to the quarterback. If your name's not Chris Jones, then you're not getting to the quarterback.
Yeah.
And it is crazy the way that this year has
I would have thought
been
a
for the
steady decline for them to make more sense. They're falling off. Like they're not even like declining slowly. They're jumping off the fucking cliff and they're saying we gotta blow this shit up. Like it's crazy to me. Like when Kansas City first lost to the Bucks a few years ago, they didn't have an O line. They had to blow it up and they had to restructure and they kind of turned it around pretty quickly. Now you're seeing more or less where they've put a lot of money on guys that you don't really trust now. I don't think you trust on Kalafkas that much. I don't think you trust McDuffie that much. You don't trust Travis Kelsey anymore, really. And are you gonna trust putting your money towards Rasheed Rice, Isaiah Pacheco, and stuff like that? You don't have a run game. Your best rusher is Kareem Hunt by a few yards compared to Patrick Mahomes, which is crazy. Patrick Mahomes is not a runner. He's not a Michael Vick or a Lamar Jackson. So I think we're seeing the end of the current Chief structure, and I think they're gonna have to blow it up completely to make change because I think
Who
they'll still be able to compete with Patrick Mahomes, but that rest of that unit in front of him is not going to be enough.
who's been their best acquisition in the draft or in free agent in the past 4 years?
Oh, Joe Tooney, he's gone.
When did they get? Yeah, but when did they get Joe Tooney?
They got him, I think,
That wasn't 4.
in
It wasn't
21 or
4 years ago.
22. Yeah, it was.
Was that the year? Was
They
that the
got him.
year before
They got him
Ryan Poles
after
left?
the Bucks. They got him the year. I think after the Bucks went
So
after
that's
the
the
Bucks
year
beat him
Ryan Poles left.
in 21.
Was that the? Yeah.
No,
Was
y'all
it
hired
when did
Poles in
Ryan?
23. Y'all made him your GM in 23. Yeah, Joe
So,
Tooney joined them, I think, in 22 or 21.
so he was still on. He was still with the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, he
I've
joined them
not.
in 21. He joined them after. Yeah, he joined them
Yeah.
in 21.
So that's what I've been trying. Like ever since he left Kansas City, I haven't seen them. It's. I mean, granted, it's only been a short since he left Kansas
Yeah,
City,
this year.
but
Yeah,
it's been. I mean, I've heard that Ryan Poles had a big um he
yeah,
had big leverage in picking
be-
players and
because
picking the team.
Joe says it right here too. Creed Humphrey. Creed Humphrey was also drafted in 2021. So Creed Humphrey and Joe Tooney getting both those guys, those big protectors for uh, Patrick Mahomes. Those were the big game changers. And you see it now with them struggling with like Jawan Taylor, Josh Simmons can't stay healthy. Um, it's not looking as good. I mean that was also the problem with this game against the Texans. You had like four or five linemen out. Like I think they got hurt in one play too. Like so, uh, yeah. So I mean, it is what it is. I think they have to blow up the O line again. They have to find a structure. Here's another thing too. I don't think there's any accountability on the offense. I don't think Matt Nagy
There's
keeps accountability on any of these guys. Like they say what you will about Eric Bieniemy, he got after these motherfuckers. He was not afraid of these millionaires. He was not afraid to chew them out for sucking. And I think Matt Nagy's a whole different guy. Like he's not as like strong worded. He's more of like a soft character, respectfully. So I don't know.
yeah. The like Kelsey's a big name. I know Worthy was a big like name that everybody thought. I really didn't like when they drafted him, because like he really didn't show much in college besides being just a home run threat, and it looks like
Yeah.
that's literally what he's still going to be,
But
uh,
that's what they've been looking
and
for. They've been looking for Tyreek's replacement.
and they really haven't found it.
No, not one
I
that has
mean,
the hands, the routes, the I mean, he
mhm,
got the speed. I know one gonna question Xavier Ward the speed, but that man's also a noodle. And
yeah,
Rasheed Rice, like after everything that happened, I know well, this is his third year, like especially after what happened last offseason and stuff like that. Like, can you trust him? Can you trust to pay him? Like, that's gonna be another thing too. Like,
no,
I know what was it Petrie or whatever how you say his name fucking almost knocked him out. It wasn't even helmet to helmet. It was just fucking. He gave
just
Mitch
transfer.
Schwartz a concussion apparently because Mitch Schwartz thinks it was a helmet to helmet. Um, but no, man. Okay, now on the Raven side, they gotta blow it up too, or do we need a coaching change?
I think you're starting to really look at the coaching staff, because this is the same. It's been basically the same offense. Try to get Lamar to use his legs, and it's not really working well. And the offense. I don't know what it is, man. I they just to me, Derrick Henry still looks good, but are you
1,000 yards
just give him
already.
you don't give him the ball as much. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know what the fuck it is. Um, if I was a coach and my running back has 10 carries for 70 or 80 yards, I'm gonna continue to feed him the ball and give him the ball.
Mhm.
Even try to do play action passes. I'm. It's really weird that like they don't do that. They really don't try to get him outside the numbers in play action passes or bootlegs. Um, you see the more successful teams do that, right? The more successful offenses um, do that, and it's kind of crazy that Lamar hasn't really had that in his career yet. So I don't know, man. Yeah, you're starting to really look at like maybe it's time for a change at coaching because they have ballers. They really do.
Yeah, man. I mean, and even a thing like I don't like. I know he's on the older side, so I'm not gonna like fully hate on it. But it's like, when are we gonna put a little more planning behind DeAndre Hopkins? You know what I mean? Like, Zay Flowers can't be the only target most of the time, or Mark Andrews. By the way, yeah, that Isaiah Likely catch, that was a touchdown. What the fuck is the
Yeah, look,
NFL thinking? Like, what are we talking about? 2 steps and you go out of bounds, it's a touchdown. Why don't we just give him that same treatment right there? Oh, he needs a football play. Why? Why does that? You don't do a football play
so
when they go out of bounds.
I, I'm
Fuck.
I'm not I'm not trying to compare these two guys. They're not in the same category at all. But Ryan Tannehill with Derrick Henry as his running back, it looked a lot easier for him, right, to throw the ball. You see Lamar Jackson with Derrick Henry. Um, it's kind of like he has to play hero ball when I don't feel like he has to. Like you have Derrick Henry there, you could use him as a uh, to have all eyes on Derrick Henry, and man, it sucks because I don't know why they don't do play action passes as much. Like I would like maybe, but they have two. I still don't understand. They have two great tight ends. They could do a lot more 12 personnel.
They can simplify things, especially right now
Mm-hmm.
with Lamar having a leg injury for the last
Mm-hmm.
month. It's like you can simplify these things so easily. Like, run the ball more. It's he's Derrick Henry's still very effective, respectively more effective than Saquon Barkley is right now. Um, you can, like you said, you got your tight ends. You got DeAndre Hopkins, who's still like, I saw some moments in the game where he was freaking wide open because the defense isn't focusing on him because they know they're not targeting him. Okay, then where the fuck's his touchdown passes? Where are we getting like D Hop is there to help? What did you sign him for if you're not going to use him? Like, it doesn't make sense to me, respectfully. Like, Rashad Bateman's okay. Keaton Mitchell is young and fast, but he gets hurt very easily. You just see in the game. So, like, let's use all the weapons we have. Let's not put everything on Lamar. And that's the thing; they're putting everything on Lamar. Alex, when Lamar was going through his contract years, when he was trying to figure out uh, what to do with his like, they didn't know whether to pay him or not. John Harbaugh kept saying, "Oh, he's fine. He's okay. He's gonna come and play soon. The knee's not bothering that bad." And then you see him sit out the rest of the year. Did you notice that same thing happened this year? John
Hmm.
Harbaugh, every time he got asked about it, he was like, "Oh, his knee's fine. We should see him on the field real soon." And he didn't play for a month. Is Do they not like each other? Because I thought Harbaugh at least loved Lamar. Do they not like each other? Because what? Why do we get this false reports all the damn time? Are we in that
I
situation
mean,
that need
when
to
it
break
comes,
up?
uh, yeah, I mean, it's whenever when a coach speaks on a player's behalf on an injury, and especially if the player's not really going public with it, like saying like, oh, like I'm all right. I mean, I need to, you know, I'll be okay. And the coach is kind of brushing it up, like, oh no, yeah, he'll be all right. He'll be able to play. But Lamar probably thinks like, if I end up playing, I'm gonna fuck up my shit even worse.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to look weak to his to his guys in the locker room. So I don't know. You're kind of putting a bullet to his back right now, and kind of forcing him to play. Because if he don't play, then the guys that in the locker room would look at him sideways.
Yeah. And then Milton says, crazy call, agreed. Yeah, that Isaiah likely should have made a touchdown. Does it mean Baltimore wins the game? I don't know, but because we don't know what the Steelers would have done in response. But, dude, officiating needs to be easier. Rules need to be easier for touchdowns. And honestly, even then, the way how skilled this team is, they should not have been losing to the Pittsburgh Steelers. Like, I understand Aaron Rodgers didn't have a bad game, but like this iteration of the Steelers, who's wanting Tomlin fired and all this stuff, you shouldn't be losing to that team, respectfully. So I don't know, man. Chiefs and Ravens look like they're both going to miss the playoffs, which would be sad in a way because I think you're seeing two great quarterbacks out. But if you can't make it, then fuck it, you can't make it. New young blood is coming in and taking over. Bo Nix with the Broncos, Drake May with the Patriots. So it is what it is.
Who's more likely not to make the playoffs again next year out of Patrick, Lamar, and Joe? Out of
I
those three
don't.
quarterbacks.
Well, if you're putting Joe out there, then Joe, and I only say that because of how the Bengals have structured everything towards the offense and nothing towards defense. There's nothing in the future for the defense, right? I don't know how many defensive guys they have like really like set for the long term, but it would be from right now, Joe. If you're asking between Patrick and Lamar, between the Ravens and the Chiefs, then actually I would say the Chiefs are the most dangerous to miss next year, despite having a third place schedule, only because like I said, I think they need to like really reset this roster. Like they're gonna have to like blow it up almost. With
Yeah,
like
but
with
but I feel like Cincinnati has more players than Kansas City.
oh yeah, they have more ballers.
Right.
That's not I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
but the
I feel
defense, what is that gonna do? Like you saw it in the game again. Let's transition to it.
yeah.
You saw the game between the Bengals and the Bills. You put up the points. Neither team was stopping anybody, but that's the problem. Joe Burrow will always be Joe Burr. Can the defense stop a fucking cold? If they can't stop a cold, then it's no. It doesn't matter if you put up 35 points and the other team's putting up 39.
Yeah, but I feel like before that game, I feel like Cincinnati was starting to find a groove on defense. But like that game, I think that the numbers could be misleading because they were in some tough situations put by their offense towards the end of the game. Because I feel like they were playing pretty decent up until the fourth quarter.
Up until the
Like,
two picks.
yeah, and it was a tough situation. I know you always the coaches will always say like even though your offense turns over the ball in your side of the field, try to minimize as many points as you can. And I think they scored every single time, yeah, on their side.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I would say like I'm 50-50 on that aspect of like being hard on the defense because yeah, as a defensive player, doesn't matter what the fuck the offense does. We fucking stop them and try to at minimum hold them to a field goal. And I think
And
they
even
scored every fucking play.
and they can score right. That's not an issue. But here's another thing, Alex. Here's another aspect. What's the next problem for Cincy after the defense? The O line.
The O line, yeah, it's still bad.
It's still bad, and it's like, are we trying to minimize Burrow getting hurt and on the blue tents on the damn freaking IR? Are we trying to minimize that or not? So like, when the draft comes next year, which I know they're stuck bringing Burrow back because he's gonna win you more games and lose them. So you're gonna fall from like the top 5 to like more closer to the top 15 and whatnot, depending how the last 4 games go. And it's crazy because they still have a shot at the playoffs numbers wise. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. How impressed were you with that game between the Bills and the Bengals? By the way,
I think the Bills. What would
you
you
what?
ask? Who would win?
No,
What
no.
would you ask?
How what were your thoughts on the Bengals Bills game? Like, were you
Oh, they said
impressed? Were
who
you
would win if
unimpressed?
we were to play. I thought you asked who
No,
would
no.
win if they played again.
No.
Um,
Who you more impressed with, or how impressed were you with the game between
I
the two
wasn't
games?
impressed with any of them, Tell you the truth, I really wasn't because um the Bills had more to lose than the Bengals, even though if the Bengals like they're in win mode now, but the Bengals have to have a big mountain to climb. The Bills had more to prove though to everybody. And even though they won that game, I still feel like it was a loss to as far as like the fans believing because I still don't fucking believe in them, even though they won that game.
I'm
Yeah,
glad you said
like
that.
you you had to have an epic meltdown to fucking win that game from the other team. The Bills didn't win that game. The Bengals lost that game. If that makes sense.
No, I'm with you. I'm with you. But ESPN in the first thing always I said, did the Bills win the game or did the Bengals lose the game? Well, if you saw the game, the Bengals lost the game because they were in full
Yeah,
control. They were up by freaking 10 points, and then the freaking turnovers happened, and then everything changed. So, and they still only lost by what 4 points. So
and then like after all those the one turnover that I still think was the worst one was the
James
fucking
Cook,
fumble. Yeah, that was the worst one out of all of
he
them
leads the league with
because
6 fumbles right now.
yeah,
So like,
it's crazy.
so count your days, James, in fantasy football. Count your days because your three running backs, they're fucking fumbling right now. So count your days, James. No, I'm just kidding. That man's 25-3. We are not winning that fucking shit at all. He is destroying everybody. Um, I'm surprised I made the league still in that one, the playoffs. I mean, I've been eliminated like in two other ones or three, yeah, three. So, anyways, yeah, no, I was not impressed with. Well, I was more impressed with the Bengals because obviously, uh, they're running up the hill, right? They have to come try to win the division somehow, some way, and they looked like they were going to win again that matchup. Uh, the defense just had two really great plays that clinched the game for them. But this is what I'm talking about, man. This is why I've not been impressed with the Buffalo Bills all year long. It's like this is why leading up to the Week 5 matchup, I was like, oh, we have the number one run defense, right? The Patriots. We can stop James Cook. If we stop James Cook, then we just have to worry about Josh Allen, which obviously is going to be a problem no matter what. But if we can eliminate the other threats, then we're good. And that's what I mean. Like, look at all the games the Bills have lost this year. They've lost what? They're 9-4 right now. They've lost some games that are very
Mm.
questionable. Now, Houston's not questionable because the defense is fucking awesome. The Patriots is now not questionable, well, at least to me, right? Because they're one of the best well-rounded teams in the league. I know they're not the best at the run game, but they're not bad. Um, Especially now with Travion finally getting more touches. So I mean, I don't know, man. I really I can't look at Buffalo right now unless they do something spectacular the next 4 weeks and be like, yeah, that team's not who you don't want to see, right? They're not when I asked you about the dangerous teams earlier about the AFC, Bills were not even in your mind. I know that for a fact because they're not in my mind either.
Yeah,
So and Josh Allen is dangerous. The rest of the team is not. The rest of the 51-man squad is not dangerous at all. Uh, Cody says hashtag James cooked. Yep. All right, hold on. Give me a second. I got a cough. God damn. All right. Cody also says, don't matter for the Bills anymore. Knocked out by New England or Houston with ease. Bye bye, Joshua. You agree, Alex? If either team saw Buffalo in the postseason, he says bye bye, Joshua Allen, Joshua Patrick Allen.
it just depends. Like I said, where the game's at. Like Houston, the one thing like I know some people don't matter. I think it matter. It definitely matters where you play, especially in
Yeah.
the cold. It 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 does slow down the pass rush when you play in fucking, especially in snow. It's tough because then you gotta find the right cleat. It's a process during the game until you find the right cleat that does fit.
Mm-hmm.
But
Cody says I trust the Bills against the Chargers and shit like that about as much as I trust Philly. Oh shit. You trust Philly right now? You trust Philly, the
Mm,
8-5 3-game losing streak Philadelphia Eagles?
I'd rather see the fucking Cowboys than see the fucking Eagles in the playoffs. To tell you the truth, the Cowboys are a better team than the fucking Eagles right now. The
Right
Eagles are,
now,
yeah, right now. I
they're
don't.
both ugly. They're both ugly.
The
I'm not gonna
Eagle,
lie.
the Eagles are they are terrible.
Hey, at least AJ Brown's getting his touches. He's getting his targets.
I have you noticed he hasn't been really complaining?
You can't complain when you're getting your targets, brother. If your main complaint was targets and you're getting them, you can't complain. Now you're not winning, so I don't hear you complaining about that.
No, fuck that, dude. If I'm his teammate, like, bro, I am fighting him in the fucking locker room.
They're not fighting
Like,
nobody, brother. They're inflating fucking giant bunny rabbits in the damn fucking locker room and be like,
oh my
it's
god,
happy time. In Philly? In Philly. Come on. They lost all bravado when they put that stupid bunny up. I don't give a fuck who fucking brought it in. They lost all bravado. Joseph asking, are they gonna blow the division? He's talking about the Eagles. No, I don't think so. I do think the Cowboys are already a little too far behind to make that much of a difference. The schedule for the Eagles is too easy the rest of the way. They can go
yeah.
3-1 and they'll be fine.
If the Eagles somehow lose this fucking weekend, oh my god, you're not gonna hear the end of it. It
Yeah, it's the
is
Raiders. Yeah, you can't lose to
exactly.
the Raiders.
You cannot fucking lose to Geno Smith.
And he's saying, and he's dropping the ball, talking about Brown. Yeah, there's at least 3 big catches. I was like, dude, get the fucking ball. And he cost one of them cost a turnover
Yeah,
in the game.
one of them cost him a touchdown,
Yeah.
right in his hands,
If it was CD, they would be maybe what? All up in his
all
ass?
over him.
Well,
Probably.
I mean, yeah, well, CD's still fucking dropping the balls. That's not even a fucking. That's not even like that's still been the fucking CD problem his entire NFL career. Like this one performance before AJ Brown is really the one that I'm like, why are you dropping the balls? You have no reason. Like you are AJ motherfucking Brown. Like, and you saw in the fourth quarter he had 2 big catches in that last drive before they just had to settle for a field goal. But I was like, what are we doing? What are we doing? So my boy Jesse's in the Instagram chat. He says, "Let him cook. Let him cook." I don't know who's cooking, but it's not me. Don't put me in the kitchen, brother. You don't want to taste my food. Uh, Cody says, "Thank God I wasn't one of the people pleading Hurts to be top 7 after the Super Bowl win." Um, he makes a fair point. I will say that he is not a top 10 quarterback this year. Not when you're looking at overall performance, he wouldn't be a top 10 candidate this year. What would you say, you, my good man?
The other side of 15.
The bottom half of 15. I mean, we can look at the
Yeah.
numbers. Or I mean, we're gonna do obviously our end of the year rankings, and
The
we're
the
gonna review
the,
what
the
we
one
did.
the
But
one
I'm
number
not.
is gonna stick out. The one number is gonna stick out is gonna be, well, he doesn't turn over the ball as much before this one, right? But the thing is, he's also hasn't been asked to do a lot. And the one argument that people would have was probably be the times he does gets asked to really rip it is the times he struggles.
Well, it's funny because it's not okay. Everyone's bringing up how well it's now the time when they AJ Brown's asking for the ball more. That they're losing the games. Well, no, it's that also Jalen's not keeping the ball safe. He had 2 turnovers in one fucking play. He threw it straight to the linebacker, then recovered the fumble, and then fumbled it. You gotta be a special type of breed to fumble to turn it over twice in one play, Alex. To be the Do you know how many fantasy games he cost the fucking everybody this past week with 5 turnovers?
That's
Jesus,
crazy.
I'm glad I dropped him in the chop league because I was never gonna use him. But no, it's crazy, man. But props to the Chargers. Props to Justin Herbert because you know me, I shit on Justin Herbert a lot. But I will give him the props that it's tough for you to have a hand surgery and then come out 6 days later, get your fucking ass whooped because the O line's not can't protect you for shit. You still run the ball and you make plays and keep drives alive. And props to him, man. I give him props for having a hell of a performance with a bad hand. I know it's not his throwing hand, but God, it looked painful every time he got fucking hit.
Yeah, he's gonna get destroyed if he goes to the playoffs.
Yeah. Who do they have this weekend? They have the Chiefs. I don't know if I'm worried
I'm not.
about pass
I
rush.
don't
Yeah.
know.
All right. Now let's talk about the game that I think at the time, even now, maybe I should. I feel no. Probably should have been flexed to be the Sunday night football game. Not no disrespect to the Texans or it's more the Chiefs. I didn't really want to see the Chiefs on national television. The Chicago Bears, the night that at the time the 9-3 Chicago Bears playing the 9-3 and no the 8-3-1 Green Bay Packers in Lambeau. The first meeting of this year's matchup between two teams. First winner would take the full control of NFC North. The other one would fall seventh place in the NFC. Alex, your Bears came up short. Uh, Struggled in the first half, then had a nice drive. Was Zacchaeus catching a beautiful pass from Caleb Williams. Uh, Kept it real close for the most of the matchup, and then Caleb Williams did not see Nixon coming up and underthrew the ball and game over. So, how did you feel about this first matchup between the Bears and the Packers?
Well, I didn't expect it to be a defensive performance up until like the second. I think it was like the mid second quarter when I think we did see a touchdown in the game. Um, I was surprised that Chicago did play um, pretty well on defense the first half um, because of first of all they do have injuries, but I'm not trying to make excuses. But I felt like I thought that I really thought the way the Packers were playing in the first half that they would have blown them out of the waters. Um, and it's a tale of two halves. Chicago pretty much did what they want with them offensively
Yeah,
in the second half. I even though it was a loss to play that well in Lambeau, um, in the cold, it's a good feeling because I'm more confident in the Bears than I am less confident, even though they lost. I know they could at least they could beat the Packers if you dial it up again and you play them in Green Bay again. I think they could beat them in Green Bay. Um, the that last play of the game, uh, Ben Johnson fucking dialed up a beautiful play. Uh, and Nixon was that wasn't even his guy. He
yeah,
just saw him open, so he just ran there. Uh, he just got to put the ball a little bit up there. I mean, I am not mad because if Caleb Williams doesn't beat Caleb Williams in the second half, there is no fucking ball game. He
true. That's
extended
very true.
plays, and he's the reason why Chicago was in position to win the game.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta love how the effort for the Bears. Now, I will say this: I do. When we talked about it in our group chat, DJ Moore was wide open on the release,
Yeah.
and you can see the frustration. Obviously, still DJ Moore not a fan of Caleb. Still, I don't think he is. I don't think he really hides his feelings for him. But it's a really it's a rookie mistake for a second year quarterback. But I think me, you, and a lot of people do see the improvement compared to last year, right? At least this time, Caleb has an offense system that actually he can work with. Now, Cody's in here, and he says, "Come on, Alex, just say it. Stupid throw." Um, was it a stupid throw, Alex?
Nah, I think I was he was open, so I don't think if you don't watch. the feeling. It was basically the same throw.
But at
So
least
how?
he's running in his, I guess, his wrong direction for him, right? You don't really want your right-handed guys running left, and he doesn't put enough heat behind it to where it's just Komet's ball, right? He doesn't make it, he doesn't air it enough. It's low. It's not close, which is why uh he means placement. It's a stupid throw. It's the placement. He doesn't like it, and that's where I would agree. Where either if you're not gonna get it, I mean, it's a difficult pass. I'm not gonna say it's not, but if you're not gonna air it enough to commit to where only he can get it, divert your eyes just a little bit to get DJ Moore. Hell, even Swift was open in the end zone. There's other
Me,
chances. I guess that's what I'm agreeing with Cody is like, hey, there was other things you could have done in that situation.
me and my brother were talking about it today. Because me and him saw it the both ways. Um, if Komet doesn't turn up the field, like stay, like if he continues his path of going to like basically run like a seven, it's an easier throw for him. Um, he like he stays the course. Tries to cut it up field, and that's it's a lot easier for the defender to cut it off.
No,
Um, that's what we're talking about today. I'm like, if Komet just could have kept the route that he was supposed to run, because it's a seven. Like, there's no way that Ben Johnson cause him to do a post there, because that's I think Komet just saw that he was open, so he's like he just runs straight. If he just kept it a seven, that's a touchdown. But no, I mean, like I said, I'm not mad at the throw at all, because the one thing that Caleb does is um, he doesn't put the ball in in the other in the defender's hand, and he he uh he really does that pretty well, where like he'll take a sack or he'll throw it away, and that's why the completion numbers are not really there. And that's when I'm like, well, if you really watch the game, then like you'll see why the completion numbers are not there. He doesn't try to throw it. Doesn't really try to throw it where there's a bunch of defenders. Like, he doesn't force it.
so Cody's asking, what were the two plays before that? I forgot, and what down was it? So the interception play was 4th and 1. Um, the two plays before that, they tried two. At least that after the 2-minute
A run.
warning, they tried three runs. Only got 9 yards between the three runs. And the third one failed. The third one didn't even get a single yard. So that's when they tried the touchdown pass. Um, I'm not, like I said, I'm not mad going for the win. I just think there's better options for him, and I think that's just progression where Caleb needs to learn. And I think that's all it is. I'm not gonna bust his balls for it, but it's like, hey, you see, you don't look at just the one thing, because I felt like he was focused on Komet the most of the time. I would have liked to see him. Cody says Swift up the left twice. No, it was actually Monungai. Uh, ran it all
Okay.
three times. They never had Swift out in the field for those during plays. Which are you liking more that they're focusing in that red zone territory more Monungai than they Swift? How are you feeling about that?
Yeah, because yeah,
Huh?
did I break up for a little bit?
Yeah, you broke up for a bit.
I thought my phone, my screen went black. Well, yeah, because like if you've listened to me the past 2 years, I really don't like the way Swift runs between the tackles.
And your boy Swift.
Manungai is more of a power back, and that's where he really does make his bread and butter between the tackles. I'm talking about Manungai, and
Yeah,
he basically fucking chipped I think Cooper's helmet off, or chipped a piece of it off, and his own.
yeah.
It wasn't a bad play call at all. I liked it. I even said in the chat, if they scored touchdown, go for two.
No, and Ben said it after the press during the press conference. He said he was going to go for two if they had scored.
Man,
Um,
dude, you see that this is why I should be a fucking coach.
no, 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 hold on. And I said this in a text thread this past week. You're welcome for believing in Ben Johnson this whole time. I'm just saying. I'm the only one in our group chat
I
in the Puro Pod. I'm the only one that said y'all should draft Caleb. I'm the only one that said get Ben Johnson. Yeah, where are you now? Where are you now, Alex? 9-4. Where were y'all last
yeah,
year? Not that.
yeah, it looks good, man. It really does, and a lot of it has to do with Ryan Poles. It really does. He he got these guys in, and then with the draft class he had, even with Loveland, people hated it, and I saw the vision. And if you look now, after I think since week 7 or 8, Loveland's actually been the better tight end since, or the better tight end than Warren.
Yeah. Yeah, well, to be fair, it's also when Daniel Jones started to slow down and everything went to shit for the Colts. To be fair, just say, just to be fair, still don't throw it out the little. To be fair, but anyways,
Yeah.
um, yeah, man, we'll see in 2 weeks or less than 2 weeks. We'll see Week 16 matchup between the Bears and Packers. I think it's a Saturday night game. Actually, I think it's the main event for Saturday night, if I'm not mistaken. So that should be fun.
They,
Uh,
they did
hmm?
flex this game though. This past week was supposed to be at 12. They flexed it to 3:30.
Oh, did they? Yeah. Well, I mean, there's
Yeah, it was flexed.
well, bye weeks are done now. We should be seeing a lot more games on Sunday now than ever. So that just means more advertisements on Red Zone. All right, Alex. Any other games we want to touch base on? I feel like we touched on the big key games we wanted to talk about. Was there any other game we wanted to talk about this
Mm,
past weekend?
no, the Detroit game happened on Thursday.
Thursday, they
Fuck.
blew out the Cowboys.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I just feel like Detroit. Um,
I still don't
like
trust them.
how what was that?
I don't trust them still.
You really?
I don't trust them for sure. They haven't been a good team this year. I know you like the
Yeah, but
Cowboys more
who
than the
who do you
Eagles, but they have not been a good team.
who do you trust more, Detroit or San Francisco?
I trust San Francisco. They've been playing more gritty, right? Like this year, even with all the injuries with the quarterback and everything else, losing Fred Warner. Like, I mean, I'm not saying I'm trusting either one to win the NFC or anything like that, but I'm saying like
No, to get that last
deep.
spot. I mean,
Oh, for like the last spot, like depending how everything goes, it's still San Fran. They still have the easiest schedule of all league so far, and they just had their bye
dude,
week, so they finally get to rest up some guys. So
Chicago
now
might miss the playoffs if they don't
don't say
fucking.
that shit. Don't say that shit now.
I mean, they got Cleveland this week. They got San Francisco. No, no,
No,
they
they
got
got
Cleveland.
Cleveland, Green Bay, San Francisco, and then Detroit.
Yeah,
I'm not.
they have.
I wouldn't be worried if Week 18 becomes between the NFC North wildcard game for you and the Lions. I trust y'all. I know they kicked y'all's ass in Week 2, but that was Week 2. Y'all not the same team as then, and you'll probably be a little more healthier with your defensive guys coming back by then because it'll be win or go home. So no, I trust I if you're asking me also who I trust more between the Bears and the Lions, I'm trusting the Bears. I'm trusting Ben Johnson now cooking. Like and at the time where Dan Campbell and the Lions are failing against great teams, I got no reason to trust the Lions right now. It's also Soldier Field. Let's not forget Week 18 in Soldier Field.
Yeah, and then
Now,
Jared Goff in Chicago in the
you
cold.
got you got Lions at Rams. I'm not trusting the Lions to beat them. Then you got Steelers at Lions. Honestly, they could be 50-50. And I don't know if I trust the Lions sometimes. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? That's how sad it is. Then the Lions at Vikings. Didn't the Vikings already beat them? The Vikings already beat them, didn't they?
yes, yeah, I think they did.
Yeah. So now they're going to Minnesota, and then they have to go to Chicago. They have three
I
road
don't know, but
games the
I'm
rest of the
I'm
way.
gonna be I'm gonna be score watching for sure this week.
I'll be happy to tell you that you're gonna be just fine. All right, Alex. Let's close it out with two things. One, you know me, I gotta say my power rankings for the week, and then we could do our week 15 predictions. All right. You ready, brother? Now I'm gonna tell you right now, there's two new teams on this list. Can you guess who was out?
Uh, I think. Well, I guess. Did Bucks? Were your Bucks in it last week?
No, the Bucks are not in it.
Ooh, ooh! I know who's probably new team in.
Don't worry about team in. Who's team out? I'm
I know.
asking for team out. You're cutting out.
Why does it keep on cutting out?
Mm-hmm. Do you have other things open on the damn thing? You're blurrier now than you were
No,
before,
I
by
don't
the
think
way.
so.
Just to
Really?
throw that out there. You're blurrier now than you were before. You're going back to AOL dial up, if you could believe it.
No, yeah, I do have everything opened up. Hold up.
My guy.
Yeah,
My guy. That's why you freaking
my nun
breaking up our
guy.
connections. My nun guy. Oh,
Yeah.
man. All right. So, all right, let's get started. My week, shoot. My week 15 top 10 power rankings. Number 10, new to the list, Alex. The Jacksonville Jaguars.
Ooh,
It's ugly. I know. And I'll tell you after my 9 pick why
trust me.
these two teams are in. All right. Number 9, the Buffalo Bills. Can't tell you you're there.
You
I'm
broke up.
cutting it. Okay. I said number 9, the Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Now, two teams that are out, those are two new teams in. The two teams that are out are on 3-game losing streaks. The Colts and the Eagles. They're out. Can't keep them. Gotta boot them. You got to. You
Can't
can't. You
do
have
it.
no excuse. You can't. You can't do anything. The teams that you might have thought maybe I put in there. I thought about it. Maybe about the Chargers. Maybe the Lions. I just have questions still, so I'm gonna leave them out. And Jacksonville and Buffalo get the nods. They get in. All right. Number 8. I think moving up one spot. It's the Houston Texans. Nice win streak right now. I'm moving up one spot. Number 7. They dropped 2 spots, I believe, from last week. The Chicago Bears. Oh, real quick. We have a question here from Jeffrey Champion 1149. How do you guys feel about Philip Rivers on the practice squad for the Colts? I think it's a terrible mistake. I think it's horrible, but they have no choice because what's left? The first string, second string, third string are all out. So, Hail Mary time, right, Alex?
Yeah, I mean, you missed it, Jeff. We were talking about it earlier. Um, I was basically saying that it's not terrible, but it had to be done. You have no other choice. The team is going on a downward spiral fast, and the teams that were looking up on them, which was Houston, is um, their defense looks unstoppable right now. And the one thing you could do is bring in a veteran like Philip Rivers to see if he could stop the bleeding just enough so they could get it squared away before the playoffs if they could get it there. But yeah, like Jose said, it had to be done.
He does bring an input. He says, I thought they should have gone for Tyler Heineke or Desmond Ritter or someone young and mobile. I think they just also wanted to see if they could just find someone they can trust as far as getting the ball to its spot and hopefully not changing the game plan too much from what they were having before. But he's right, Alex. They need to go younger, and that was my big thing too. Like going
Yeah.
off of what's going to happen next year. You don't re-sign Daniel Jones. You go young. You trade for Mac Jones or trade for a Kyler Murray or something, but you do not go older. Like this is a desperate play. This feels like when they freaking hired Jeff Saturday.
I forgot they did that.
They this feels just like that, man. So hopefully it would be. I would say this. It would. By the way, is it stupid of Rivers to do this, knowing that he now qualifies for the Hall of Fame?
Uh, I just think he's a football junkie. He just wants. He's a football junkie, and he even at his age, like that dude still finds joy in fucking like being competitive. And he was I think he was a coach
He
for
was
like a
at
high school
high
team
school
or
for his
something.
kid. For I think one of his kids.
Yeah,
You know, his oldest kid is
and
older than Tyler Warren.
and and the way like I seen like some of the clips he coaches, like that dude still has like
Oh,
the grit.
he has love. He loves he
Yeah,
apparently he runs the Shane Steichen fucking game plan over in high school right now. If
no,
you would
yeah,
believe
perfect.
it.
Like I said, I think it was a good fit for what the Colts are looking for in a QB. And like I said, Philip Rivers is a smart quarterback, and he will try. Like you're not going to see him. He's not going to try to run the fucking ball. Or he's not going to try to scramble. He's going to try to
No.
get it to his guys.
Michael Pittman praying for some touches. I know that for
Yeah.
sure. Ryan Tannehill was even available and he's still younger. Mm.
I don't trust him more than I do Philip Rivers. To say the truth.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people probably still available right now that you probably trust a little more, but we'll see how it goes, man. I'm pretty sure he'll be elevated to start this Sunday. I don't think he'll be in the practice squad a lot because Riley Leonard's hurt.
Who the Colts got?
Huh?
Who the Colts got this week?
To play?
Mm-hmm.
They have the Seahawks. They're losing no matter what.
Fuck man.
Yeah, that
Damn.
schedule is not as murderer's row.
Yeah.
I will say that to be fair. All right. Let's see what comments he has here. Jeffrey, thank you for hopping on. I hope you're liking, sharing, and subscribing, brother. At least so do 2 or 3, and I would prefer a like and a subscription if you have a chance, man. He hasn't played in 5 years. That's the thing that
I
has me
understand
worried.
that.
Jeffrey, are you a Colts fan? Because I would be concerned too, man. If I was a Colts fan, yeah, he hasn't played in 5 years. You probably have a better chance of getting Tom Brady if he would be allowed to play. I don't think he'd be allowed to play, seeing as the NFL owner. But he's played more recently, and then Philip Rivers didn't look too bad his final year, but it wasn't enough for me to be like, yeah, I'd keep him around. Um, Cody's
Yeah, I
back in the chat.
understand.
He says, I'm sorry, but Houston beating anybody outside the top 4 teams, New England, Seattle, Rams, Denver, and I'd still favor them versus probably every team right now if we were saying any team versus Houston this Sunday. Yeah. Hey, man, the Texans are feeling good right now. Texans are feeling good right now. Uh, and I don't blame them. We talked about earlier in the show. They're on a hot streak right now. They're the most dangerous team you do not want to see in the postseason right now. Uh, They play nasty. They'll destroy you. They'll make it look like helmet
If
to helmet, but it's not.
if teams could score 17 points on Houston, that's the one thing. Like I think if you get more than 17, like you could beat Houston. And it
Uh,
sucks because they don't have it.
Denver had to get 18 to beat them. Yeah.
And like I seen it before. Like dude, I mean I was Chicago has been like I had the Brian Urlacher, Lance Briggs days. That defense was so fucking good. But the thing is, if you got more than 17 points on that team, you could most likely you're probably gonna win.
Yeah. Jeffrey says he is a Colts fan and he hopes that they go for Mac Jones or Davis Mills in the trade. Cody actually suggested that in the conversation I had with him a few days ago. He says Davis Mills to Indy wouldn't be actually bad. Davis Mills was playing some good football this year while CJ Stroud was absent. That would be an interesting situation. I don't think Davis Mills would be the best option. I do think still it's Mac Jones. Um,
Yeah, I would go
but
Mac
Davis Mills
Jones.
wouldn't be bad, and he'd be cheap if you're really trying to like surround him versus paying him. You know what I mean? Because is Davis Mills up to be free agent soon? Probably not. So I think he needs to
I
be
think at
traded.
the no, I don't think so.
No, I remember sending a list up there to the guys. This is the guys who are free agents right now. Hold on, I sent it to the People's Debate crew a few days ago. All right, so this is who's a free agent right now. Aaron Rodgers. After this year, Russell Wilson,
No, no,
Marcus Mariota,
maybe
Zach. Not, if you can keep him upright, maybe Zach Wilson,
no.
Tyrod Taylor, Joe Flacco.
For a backup, for a backup.
These are all the free agents, quarterbacks. Kenny Pickett, Jimmy Garoppolo, Trey Lance, Carson Wentz, Teddy Bridgewater, Gardner Minshew. That's so ugly.
Man, this is terrible. That's a terrible free agency.
Nope. And you know what? The Colts will try to probably get Aaron Rodgers. Cody says you have to get more than 20 now. O-line has gotten a little better and offense has gotten a little better. And then he says, no, we have Davis Mills for at least one more year. So that means he'd be an expiring contract, which and I don't think they do. I don't think they tried to bail out Indy by trading him, but you never know. Maybe the offer's too good. Maybe a 5th round pick. I don't know. Jimmy G and Gardner Minshew is not a bad option either. He almost had them go to the playoffs before. CJ Stroud's rookie year, and he ended through it in that final play, which cost them the game against the Texans. All right. So let's go back real quick to my top 10 lists. I'm going to restart it for everyone who's new here. So my top 10 power rankings right now going into week 15. At 10, I got the Jaguars. At 9, I got the Bills. At 8, I got the Texans. At 7, I got the Bears. At 6, I have the Niners. At 5, I have the Packers. At 4, the Seahawks. 3, the Rams. Denver 2, and New England stays at 1. How do you feel about that list, Alex?
I like it, man. I like it. I want to see Seattle. What these next couple of games are going to be like for them. I think they got a couple divisional games at the end of the year to see where they're going to be at. I know then they played the Rams. They struggled.
Yeah. Right now that should be a divisional matchup. I think it's week 17 or week 18 between the Seahawks and the Rams. Let me look right now. I'll give you a better answer once Espen goes a little quicker. It's a week
Because they got the
16 matchup.
49ers.
Yeah, week 18 is the Niners, and but next week is Rams at Seahawks. That should be fun.
Yeah.
All right, who's your leading candidate for MVP right now? Is it still Stafford?
Yeah, I think what Stafford has done, even though he had that hiccup against the Panthers, he's been playing great football. Uh, he, I did not expect that, even with all that shit that was going on with his back right before like literally like a week before the season was going to start.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about how he's getting these injections and shit, and I'm like, man,
Like cryo
but
chambers and all that stuff.
yeah, and the way he's fucking been balling, um, he's been playing really well. I think he's the leading candidate of MVP, and then I think right behind him would probably be Drake May. Drake May has been fucking like like if you didn't watch him play in college, that's exactly the way he was delivering the ball in college, and um, now everybody's seeing him now more because he played like he's in the NFL, obviously, but I know a lot of people don't really follow like North Carolina football.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm not the biggest college guy, so I have to go by what you say, type of Shea, Joe Klatt, all this sort of stuff. It is funny because I did rethink about what Bill Belichick said about Drake May coming out the draft, and I was like, it's just funny. Everything he says is like contradictory to everything that Drake May has shown on film. Obviously, first year you saw the little mistakes, but he's cleaned it up very well second year. But Matthew Stafford, bro, at age 500, I mean, my God, what an amazing year he's had. It also does benefit him to have fucking Puka Nakua and Devontae Adams as fucking weapons. That there's no one like it. It's gonna be a tough task to take them out of the postseason this year. Um, but you know what's crazy, man, is that the division's still up in the air. It could still go to Seattle. Hell, it could still go to San Fran, depending how the chips fall. So
You have
Rams need to keep it
Chicago
up.
at 8 and 9
Hmm?
at the bottom. You see it? You have
Oh
Chicago at 8 and 9.
no, I have them 7. Oh, eight
Oh,
and 9. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. I see what you mean. Thank you for that. Who the heck is who did I miss? Oh, Houston. How the fuck did I miss Houston up? My bad, fellas. My bad. Try to put some respect on Houston's name like that, and I messed it up. All right, but there you go. All right, but all right, man. Let's get into it. Let's get into our week 15 pickums. Should be a good week. I do say so myself.
I didn't. I had a terrible week last week.
We don't gotta talk about ours. I think we all went like me, you, Trey, and Jeff went 7-7. Marco and James did worse. All right, man. Week 15 pickums. First game up, Atlanta at Tampa Bay.
Bucky's playing again,
He's been back for
but
the last 2 weeks. Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, they did just lose to the fucking Saints, and I understand that's divisional game. It's in Tampa, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna. I mean, the Bucks need to create some separation, man. They really do. The Panthers are right under, but I'm gonna pick the Bucks.
I agree. I don't know. Atlanta doesn't look good no matter who the quarterback is, whether it's Kirk Cousins or Michael Penix Jr. What happened to this team that was looking good that beat Atlanta? I mean, not beat Atlanta, but they beat Buffalo very fucking handily. What happened to this team? I don't know. So I'm going to Tampa Bay to win this one out. All right. Then after that, Ravens at Bengals.
Give me give me the Bengals.
Going for the sweep,
I think yeah, I think the Ravens are
cooked.
I think they're cooked, dude. Yeah, they're cooked.
I agree with you. I picked them a few weeks ago for the Thanksgiving matchup. I think people looked at me cross-eyed, and I was proven right. Give me the Bengals to get this one. All right, New York Jets at Jacksonville Jaguars.
Can you hear that thing in the background? Is it loud?
Yes. Oh yeah.
All right, I'm gonna have to move right now in a minute. But give me Jacksonville.
All right, but I will go ahead and take Jacksonville as well, which will give them 10 wins for the season. Uh, we are having technical difficulties right now as my boy is moving from one room to the other. This is why when the garage does not fit well for the whole podcast. But Jeffrey, since you're up here on here, one that flies under the radar, Kyle Trask did sit behind Tom Brady, never got the opportunity. Maybe there's something there. Hey, look, I'll say this, Trevor. I know you're trying to be optimistic. I get it, bro. You guys were doing good. Y'all were cooking. Kyle Trask is not even an option. I don't think he should be an option. He couldn't beat out Baker, and we were looking at Baker's bad fucking preseason like throws. Remember that? Like he couldn't beat that guy. So uh, I don't know. I don't think Kyle Trask is the answer.
Hold on.
I think they will find something in like Mac Jones, or they'll be able to trade for something. I think they'll get something better. Yeah, because Kyle Trask, I don't know. You got a better chance with Spencer Rattler, honestly, than you do got Kyle Trask, and that's not saying much, obviously, because Spencer Rattler is it's
Poo-poo.
okay. Poo poo, yeah, poo poo. Why do you look like you're in a fucking morgue? No, I'm just
Uh,
kidding.
it's my coffee bar. I got my little.
Good job. I know you're in your living room. I know exactly where you have all that.
Yeah, I'm on the kitchen table.
Good job. You don't want to try to save that CPS bill. I love it. All right. All right, brother. Chargers at Chiefs.
Fucking Kansas City's cooked here. Give me dude. The Chargers just got blown up by Philly, and they still fucking won up front.
The
Yeah,
turnover game, the Butterfinger Bowl.
it was fucking crazy. Then give me the Chargers. I mean, I believe in their coaching staff more than I believe in Philly's style of game. I mean, the dude that's actually been eye opening is N'Kobe Dean. I fucking talked a lot of trash whenever he got drafted. He's actually been balling.
Yeah. So you got Chargers over Chiefs?
I mean, I don't. Yeah, I was talking about the Philly game, but yeah, let
Yeah.
me give me the Chargers, and I think if the Chargers win, is it like over for like for real over for Kansas City?
You know what? Yeah,
Yeah, it's over, right?
it's over because they don't have the tiebreaker for a Buffalo, and then if Chargers and Jaguars win, they both be at 10 wins, and KC can't get to 10 wins if they lose this one.
I mean,
It's over. No, it's over.
yeah,
They'd be
it's over.
eliminated. It'd be mathematically eliminated. Yeah, absolutely.
Holy fuck!
We can see a week 15 nightmare where KC is eliminated.
First time the one meme with James Franco.
Marco, first
first
time?
first time.
You haven't seen these kind of Chiefs before? What was that, Marco?
Dude,
First time?
I never thought I saw a day that fucking the Chicago Bears are playing better than fucking Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Dang, now if only you had 3 Super Bowls to back it up.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna get there, trust me. Trust.
Ben Johnson, take it off your shirt. You can do anything, brother. All right. Cardinals at Texans.
Yeah, it should be easy layup for
Oh,
the
I'm sorry.
Texans.
I'm sorry. I didn't make my pick. I'm actually going with the Chiefs to beat the Chargers this weekend. Sorry.
Dang.
Sorry. Chiefs beating the Chargers. All right. Now, Cardinals at Texans.
Yeah, Houston. Give me Houston.
I agree completely. We don't need to talk about it. Cleveland at Chicago.
Fucking A. Negative 25 degrees.
Get your hand warmers. Get your
This is what I talk about. You need a great running game. Give me Chicago. Hopefully they can rush over 150 yards against Cleveland.
Yeah, you can't trust Judkins all the time. Yeah, give me Chicago to get their 10th win of the season. So you see, Alex, y'all have a better chance than fucking Detroit. Also, Miles Garrett will get at least 1 sack, maybe 1.5. You'd be one step closer to breaking the record.
He might fucking break it. Man, I knew that shit was gonna happen too. I hoped he would have broke it last week.
Instead of with you.
Yeah.
And he gets 3 sacks on Caleb. Caleb's fast, bro. Micah couldn't get him. Like Caleb's fast. Caleb's a fast motherfucker. So he should be able to have enough time to run away. Commies at Giants.
What are the Commanders doing putting fucking Jaden Daniels back in the game?
I don't know, brother. That's been my thing too.
Yeah, I give me Commanders. They've been playing competitively the past couple of weeks. Besides, I think last game they got fucking murdered. But when Marcus has been playing pretty well in that spot, in that starting role spot.
Mm-hmm. Did you say love Marcus? It's just Marcus, bro. You don't have to give him the L already.
I said Marcus Mariota.
I heard
LaMarcus.
Yeah, I heard LaMarcus.
I probably did.
Well, it would hurt their draft stock if they win, but I'm still gonna take the Giants on this one.
Hey, but the Giants. I think the Giants have a better Giants have a better future than I think the.
Oh yeah. Once they get Neighbors and Cam back, oh man, and then you get a better freaking like coach and stuff like that. Like yeah, absolutely, I'm with you. I am with you. All right. Next game up. Let's talk about Raiders at Eagles.
I don't trust Philly at all. At all. Give me
No.
yeah, give me the Raiders.
The
Is
Raiders.
upset
No.
alert.
No. Give me Philly to break that because I like it does almost seem like their 2023 funk, but I don't think it's as bad. I think come on, not the Raiders, brother.
No, I know, not the Raiders, but it's just funny seeing Shady McCoy just fucking just be real
Cry.
quiet.
Cry. Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
Care Bear in his fucking pod. Yeah, I see that
yeah.
shit. All right. And the best game for the 12 o'clock matchup or 1 o'clock if you're in the East Coast, Bills at Patriots.
It's at 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know.
That game needs to be flexed.
It's too late now, but yeah, I would have agreed with you.
Give me the Patriots to fucking make a statement. I know they already beat them once, but I think this is the statement
You sweep them,
where
yeah.
they sweep and um you basically make a statement around the league that like the first one was no fluke. And the Patriots are a lot better team than they were the first meeting.
Yeah.
So yeah, give me the Patriots too.
Ooh, I never thought I'd hear the day.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet you make me proud. You make me proud, brother.
It's I mean
I love this cohesiveness. Like you see, now so for years I've been hoping the Bears move up and they do good, and like now it's nice to hear you say nice things about the Patriots because you always take nice little jabs. So it's nice to hear. Yeah, give me the Patriots.
they're doing it the right way. They did it the right way. They got their QB. They got their coach.
Can you believe Buffalo is a favorite?
Wow. What's the
1.5.
1.5? Oh wow.
Slap in the face.
Yeah.
It's in New England.
Oh,
Like why you do this to me, Vegas or ESPN or
what
whatever?
color jerseys they gonna wear?
I think we're wearing just regular blue.
Oh man, you gotta bust out those red jerseys.
Hey, either the red jerseys or the fucking nor'easter ones. I would have been
Yeah,
happy with.
the gray ones.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
that'd be
nor'easter
tight.
shit's nice. All right, so we both got Patriots. Like it. I like it, or maybe I shouldn't. I don't know. We'll see. All right, Colts at Seahawks. Sorry, Jeffrey. I'm
This
picking.
is
I'm picking the Seahawks.
yeah. I don't know, man. I don't know. Seahawks are good, but like again, are they really battle tested? Right, with them going into the playoffs.
No, if you have a healthy Daniel Jones, this is a closer matchup.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'm gonna have to pick Seattle, but dude, that's gonna be fucking crazy if the Colts can't make it to the playoffs after that great start.
They'd be the first team to start 8-2 and miss the playoffs.
It's crazy because we were talking about a couple of weeks ago how the Colts, the Patriots, and the Broncos are back at the top of the AFC, and
Bro,
it looked like those Peyton Manning and Tom Brady days where those three teams
the
were
Colts were
top.
my number one power ranking for like fucking 3-4 weeks. Like, goddamn, bro, it sucks. And JT had an MVP year. Now with everything, it's like falling apart. It doesn't help. DeForest Buckner's hurt with his fucking neck. He's done. I think Javarius Ward just suffered his third concussion of the season. So
And then Sauce Gardner just
this
pretty
calf
much
injury, yeah,
yeah. Fuck, dude. I wonder if that guy Jeffrey is a Pacer fan too. That'd be tough.
yeah, it's done. Okay, it's cool and all, but let's not forget before Jones was injured, the Colts were already getting exposed.
Mm,
I mean, but not just DJ, like we just mentioned, Sauce, Ward, DeForest Buckner, all those guys going down does not help. Like those three guys are key ingredients for the defense. So we'll see. Hey, Cody, just remember before the season started, I said the freaking Texans were going to get in division. Now I said at 8-9. All right, so you already got me beat there, but hey, I still picked the Texans. God damn it! Don't hate, don't shoot the messenger, please. All right, yeah, I agree with the Seahawks. Uh, this is the game where I'm really looking forward to. This is a 3:30 game. Packers at Broncos.
fuck. Man, it's gonna be tough.
Very
The
tough.
Packers defense is no joke, and Bo Nix could not fucking. I know he waits to the fourth quarter to fucking play, but I feel like this game you could not wait. The Packers defense is really really good, man. Um,
They
Jordan
travel
Love,
well.
Jordan Love, he's gonna give you those moon balls where they're 50-50, and that's gonna be a great matchup versus that defense. Also, I think the team that would win that's gonna has to run the ball and minimize throwing the ball because the more times you throw it, I think it's going to be more. It's going to be in danger area because you got fucking Patrick Surtain, um, Parsons on the other side of the defense. These guys are that could take away the ball. One swat and swims and gets to the quarterback, strips, and the other one is a ball hawk.
Yeah.
So I don't know, man. This is I'm gonna I need the Broncos to win. I'm gonna go with the Broncos.
I'm gonna fade you like I faded you last week. I'm picking the Packers. Um, I think the problem is between the two teams that you just mentioned, the run game. I don't
Yeah,
have a consistent run game with the Broncos. RJ Harvey is not the guy that, and McLaughlin's not the guys that to really expose. I'm not saying Josh Jacobs had a great year this year because he hasn't. But if I'm gonna have to trust between those two running backs
yeah,
and Josh Jacobs, I'm trusting Josh Jacobs a lot more.
for sure.
So I'm gonna pick the Packers to win this one. Um, it's gonna be a great game. A great defensive battle. I do truly believe that. So, and in all honesty, I mean, from top contenders wise right now, possible bowl matchup. Just throw that out there. Not saying they're both going to the bowl. I'm just saying, as far as top contenders right now, they could be the two teams making it there. All right, Titans at Niners.
Fuck, man. Why the fuck do these guys always get easy teams?
They have the easiest schedule. Hold on, everyone shits on the Patriots for their schedule, but the Niners had the easiest coming into the season.
I know. Yeah, give me the Niners.
Yeah, give me the Niners. The Titans are boo boo for the next 5-10 years.
Cam Ward is gonna be their franchise then.
He's gonna be the franchise, but it's gonna be boo boo for the next 5-10 years.
Poor guy.
I know. He should transfer to the CFL. Panthers at Saints. Oof. Well, the Saints already showed that they can fucking play spoiler, and the Panthers are coming off a bye. What do you got?
Yeah. And I like what the Panthers are doing. I really do. Give me the Panthers. I know what you mean. The fucking Saints. Man, those fuckers. It seems like every time the Saints are bad, they always fucking play spoiler to somebody.
I'm gonna go with the upset. I'm gonna go with New Orleans. It's in New Orleans. We know how they played in the Superdome. Bryce is not gonna get his fucking cadence right. I'm going actually with the Saints on this one. Crazy enough. Um, Another great 3:30 matchup, which again should have flexed Bills and Patriots to join it. Lions at Rams.
Give me fucking Stafford to get his fucking revenge again against his old team.
Yeah, he hasn't beaten them once since joining the Rams. He's 0-2 against them, but the Lions are not good this year.
It's in Detroit, right?
No, it's in LA.
Oh,
Doesn't matter. They don't got fans. I'll give you the Rams nonetheless, but yeah, it's not.
it would have
They
been
don't got,
better though. Like the story, him going to Detroit, beating him in Detroit.
yeah, it would have been fun, but at least maybe for them, it's make them feel better. Cody says Panthers beating the Rams makes me believe a little less to say about NFC automatically winning the Super Bowl. It does show that any given Sunday, right? It does give you that flavor, but it's also tough because at the same time, there's not a lot of like high threatening AFC teams. Like if we made a ranking right now of who we thought could win the Super Bowl, I think most of the top of the list would be NFC teams right now.
That's why I'm saying like it matters where they play because outside games. That game against the Panthers, late in that game, it was raining,
Yeah, it was wet.
pretty bad.
And
And
I've mentioned it for years, Alex, and you know this. California teams don't like playing in the cold or in rain.
I'm with you. Like it matters where you play, and I know people are gonna say, "Well, we're the fucking where we could get to the quarterback, or we're the best like passing team or whatever." But it fucking matters where you play.
Yeah. All right. Sunday Night Football. This should have been flexed out. Vikings at Cowboys.
Oh my god,
I don't want to see JJ McCarthy play.
I'm not fucking watching that game.
Neither am I.
Those teams are not gonna. Those teams are not gonna make the playoffs. JJ McCarthy might actually have a good game because, you know,
So Dallas defense.
Yeah, Dallas defense. But
I doubt it.
we'll see, man. I mean, well, I don't know if I'm gonna see it, to tell you the truth, but I'll probably catch it a little bit here and there because it is Sunday.
It should have been flexed out for Packers and Broncos or Bills and Patriots.
Packers and Broncos would have been a good one to watch late at night.
That's what I'm saying. Like it should have been like that. Because Bills and Patriots already had their Sunday Night Football game like week 5. We didn't need another one. But if you put Packers and Broncos, that would have been a lot more fun, in my opinion. Cowboys, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
make it spicy. If the Eagles struggle, make the NFC East spicy.
Yeah, I got the Cowboys too.
All right, and I'm skipping this Monday Night Football game. Dolphins at Steelers.
If the Dolphins win, aren't they back at 500?
They're back at 500. Both teams will be 500 if Dolphins win. You know what? I'm picking the Dolphins because they're on the streak. Mike McDonald is saving his job. Or Mike McDaniel, sorry.
Oh my god! If they stay at 500, Mike McDaniel is gonna keep his job. And we're gonna see another year of fucking the same fucking scheme of fucking moving the fucking receivers from left to right for 20 seconds in the fucking play.
Oh, you know what? It depends if Devon Achan's okay. I forgot because he's the key. They don't throw the ball much anymore. It's all Devon Achan. So let me see. What's his status?
I think he is playing.
He's on a positive note. He looks good for week 15. Okay.
Yeah, I think he practiced today.
Okay. Yeah, he should be fine. Yeah. Give me the Dolphins. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck for the Steelers. I don't want to see them in the playoffs. I mean, they might still get it in, right? But I don't want them to.
If the Dolphins win, are they still?
They're still alive. They're more alive than the Chiefs.
Holy shit! I seen that thing where it says like Tiger Woods and that one dude that fucking gets what's his name?
I forgot. I know what you're talking about. I know what meme you're talking
He was
about.
He was in that new Happy Gilmore movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, they have a better record than the Chiefs. That's fucking crazy.
So Miami, Baltimore, and Kansas City have the dreaded 6-7 record. And Miami has a better chance right now, in my opinion, to make the playoffs than Kansas City.
Yeah, I'll pick Miami.
All right, man. That's all I got for tonight. We keep making these late night episodes 2 hours long, which is crazy, but it is what it is. Good chatting with you as always, man. Never forget, Atlanta traded the first round pick to the Rams, and they have a top 10 pick right now.
Oh my god!
Like, because if the Rams needed any more help, right? The Rams need any more help. Thanks, Cody. I appreciate it, man. We should be back on with the People's Debate. Me and him, Milton tomorrow night, and Joe. Joe had just mentioned why he was missing all this time was because he had that hernia surgery a few weeks ago. I had forgotten about that. So I'm glad he's doing good and feeling a lot better. But guys, thank y'all for watching. Don't forget to please like, share, subscribe. We do truly appreciate it. We'll try to get the whole crew back in here soon so we can do the end of the year rankings when that time comes. But right now, stay safe out there. Enjoy your football. Don't be petty like Notre Dame. Or be petty. You know what? I don't give a fuck. Be petty. It don't matter. Do you, boo-boo. Do you.
You notice that these fuckers don't want to be on now that our teams are winning? Fucking.
When Marco's winning, the Chiefs, he's out here talking about the Chiefs. When Trey wants to retire, even though the Denver Broncos are doing good. James and Jeff have given up the Dallas Cowboy fandom. They don't claim to be Cowboys fans, even though James is he still loves them.
They're talking shit about our teams last year.
I mean, to be fair, my team sucked last year.
Yeah, so did mine, but we saw a vision. They didn't.
To be fair, I saw more of a vision for your team than you did.
Yeah, you did. I mean, but
but I'll give you props the same way you saw more in Jake May than I did.
Yeah.
So almost balances out, but I saw coach and quarterback. So, but guys, thank y'all for watching. Like, share, subscribe. That's the Professor Alex Cruz. I'm Jose Garza. We are Puro Pinche Sports. We are tired as fuck, and we are out.
Later, man.
Later, brother.